Hello, geeks, nerds, and zombies. I'm Drake,
I'm Justin.
and today we'll be doing a BAM.
Bitching about movies.
Yep, it's a new thing we did. We coined the phrase, TM, trademark, so you can't use it, and if you do, we will find you.
And sue you and kill you.
Yeah,
Liam Neeson style.
Yeah, and so what we've been doing is we have pieces of news throughout this whole entire week, and we will be doing these BAM.
Bam, bitching about movies.
Doing them every other Sunday, or depending on how much news there is.
Yeah. Okay, so this basically is going to replace Comic Clash. I just like this phrase a lot better, so it's basically Comic Clash but called BAM, so,
Pretty much.
Alright, so our first piece of news is we're going to go over some casting things that happened last week or in between this week. So, first is Jon Bernthal cast as Punisher for Daredevil's Netflix Season 2. I am so excited. I love Jon Bernthal as an actor. I loved him in Walking Dead, and he's gotten a lot more popularity. He's doing a lot more things in other films. Drake, what do you think? Punisher for Season 2?
Personally, I haven't really watched the Walking Dead comics. I haven't really watched the Walking Dead TV show, and as you guys know, I gave a pretty bad review of the TV show a while back.
Yeah.
So obviously I don't like it, and obviously I don't watch it, but I can say, after watching Season 1 of Daredevil, oh my god, I can't wait to see Punisher and Daredevil fight it off. Oh, it's going to be so awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah. And our next piece of news, Drake?
Will be...
Yeah, her name is confusing to say. It's like...
yeah, it's very weird to pronounce, but it's like
Alita Young.
Amita Young, cast as Elektra, also Daredevil news, which, again, let me go. I haven't really personally watched any of her stuff, but again, going off of watching Daredevil 1 and knowing Elektra and reading her from the comic books, it'll be a great casting. It's awesome to be able to see Daredevil and Punisher go up on the small screen.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see that they took in the Frank Miller interpretation of the character for the TV show, in terms of the story and the suit, the way it was designed. So maybe we'll see the character from the comics from Frank Miller's run similar to the TV show during Season 2. And the first episode, when it premieres for Season 2, is going to be called The Punisher vs. Daredevil. So that's the episode 1 name. So right there, it's just hype train all the way. So, and our next piece of news, which I completely 100% disagree with, Marisa Tomei cast as Aunt May. And I've looked up this actress, and first it was rumored. I gotta say, completely disappointed. Looks like her 50. She's in her 50s. But she looks like she's in her 30s. I saw this one comment that just really made me laugh. She's like, am I supposed to think Aunt May's hot? Watching Spider-Man now? But yeah, if you just look up the actress herself, actually I'll put it right now, editing, but whatever.
She does look pretty young now. Imagining what the picture looks like right now, yeah.
Yeah, she's extremely young, and Aunt May's just supposed to have, she's supposed to be a lot older and, have this, look of wisdom, and, this actress just doesn't have it.
Alright, and I can give my personal opinion. Now, I'm gonna go from a different point of view from Justin. Personally, I don't honestly care what the actress' age is, as long as she's good. It's kind of like Spider-Man. I mean, if you look at the Spider-Man movies, neither one of those actors actually looked like they were in their teens.
True that, I guess.
Well, but they were all still good movies because they were good actors.
Right.
So I think as long as it's a good actor and, it was that heartfelt connection with Peter, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, definitely. And our next piece of news, Han shot first.
As Justin did, Justin kind of leewayed into that. Han Solo film. It's just kind of funny to say, but Han Solo film announced, which personally, I freaking love Han Solo, dude. This guy that's, a smuggler, he's this badass, he's smug. Oh my god, how could you not love Han Solo? And being a film all by himself, that's awesome. Now my question is it going to be a younger Han Solo, or is it going to be an older Han Solo?
That's the thing. Like, I wonder if it's gonna take place in like prelude, like to the to the sequels, or is it gonna take place like as Episode 7 timing, where he's like older and aged. See, that's the thing I'm thinking about as well. But yeah, I'm excited for Han Solo film. I mean, they're doing their own anthropology, if I'm saying that right. They're doing their own, a lot of other Star Wars spin-off films that they're doing, so that will be cool to see.
Now, I have a guess for who's going to be playing him. As with other Harrison Ford roles, he's probably going to be played by Chris Pratt.
Oh, God.
Most likely. I mean, Indiana Jones. Han Solo's probably next.
Right? I mean, he's like the action hero of films now.
Pretty much. I mean, I don't honestly, to give my honest opinion about this, if he did play Han Solo, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Chris Pratt is just such an amazing actor. I love him.
Yeah, but I also wanted to see Harrison Ford. Like, I just feel like he fits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our next piece of news is X-Men and Fantastic Four crossover film 2018 to be directed by Bryan Singer. Awesome. It's great. Like, now they're going to be more of a competition now. Like, they're going to be a bigger threat. Mainly because, like, they have these two biggest Marvel Universe teams be in the same film. That's going to be the first time that it's ever done. Well, let me think. Unless they're going to do it with Guardians and Infinity War, but yeah, I'm excited for that. What about you, Drake?
Yeah, as every comic book nerd would be. I mean, how could you not love? It's like seeing Batman and Superman, or any person, and like, Spider-Man and the Avengers, just seeing people that you thought wouldn't really be on the films and only be in comic books coming together is just amazing. Like, who would not love that?
Yeah.
So,
just hopefully the Fantastic Four film just does successful when it comes out.
Which, I mean, looking by the trailer, it looks like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so our next piece of news, Drake.
All right, Ben Affleck to direct and star in solo Batman film. In my opinion, Batman is my top 5 movies, and I've always really liked coming from like a director type of coming at this like a director would.
Yeah, perspective.
I've watched Ben Affleck's movies that he's directed, and I love him. He's actually a really good director. He's a good actor, and so I think this has really turned out well, and it's a good break for him to be able to do something this big.
Yeah, and it's kind of expected because, I mean, he's directing a lot now, so I kind of just thought, like, oh, he's probably going to direct Batman, and he's won, like, Oscars for films like Argo and all that, so, I think he's a good director, and it's going to be written by Jeff Johns, so he's a comic book writer as well.
All right, should I do the next piece of news too?
Yeah.
All right.
Drake's excited.
All right, guys, this is the thing you nerd guys have been waiting for. No, I want you, just picture, your favorite Batman story. Boom, it's coming to the animated screen.
Yep.
Yes, Killing Joke is going to be made into an animated movie. I think it's going to be rated R, as I've heard, because it's got nudity in the comic book, because it's let me just tell you the story briefly, and that way you know.
Yeah.
It's basically about Barbara Gordon being shot and being made in a wheelchair for the rest of her life, and the story is all about being able to drive Gordon mad, and Joker proving that all you need is one bad day to go mad. And so it's just a brilliant story. It's the one based off of Tim Burton's Batman, and it's just, who wouldn't love it?
Yeah. And yeah, I read it too when Drake came over for Comic-Con. It was great. Yeah, I definitely could tell, like, it's got some really inspiring writing and all that. So, it's great. I can't wait, because I always love Batman animated films. They're great.
All right, why don't you just go ahead and do the next one?
Okay, so the next piece of news, Green Lantern Corps film announced. Hopefully it'll be a redemption for the shit Green Lantern film.
Yeah.
You also have to see that all of this has been announced. A lot of this has been announced at Comic-Con in San Diego. So all these films are announced. Hype is everywhere. Green Lantern Corps. What do you think, Drake? Because I haven't...
Personally, as a big DC fan, I've always loved Green Arrow. I've loved the idea of just whatever you can imagine pop up in this ring, and I've also loved the idea of all these different rings that have these separate powers, and then combining them all kind of like Captain Planet into this white, all-powerful ring. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the Power Ranger, but in space, basically, even more so.
Right, you can create whatever you imagine. It's awesome. So...
All right. Go ahead. What was you going to say?
Yeah, next one, our final piece of news for today.
Right, guys.
Batman,
All right.
Batman v Superman Comic-Con trailer talk.
Oh, all right, guys.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let me just tell you, I've seen this trailer at least 5,000 times. I cannot get enough of it. Just like seeing all these people that we've just talked about and only seen just a couple of pictures and seeing all these clips of like, oh my god. And then like one of the last lines where like Lex Luthor's like the red coats are coming. The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming. And like seeing Batman just on this building and grapple away right after Superman tries to tag him. Oh my god.
Yeah, and this trailer just makes me a lot more excited too, just based off the fact that the other teaser trailer was just kind of disappointing. It didn't get me excited at all. But this new trailer, from like Superman's perspective in this trailer, we see everything is kind of like the tone is like a lot more lighthearted. It's kind of like, bright daylight, and then for Batman's perspective, it's dark tones. So I think that like takes some inspiration from The Dark Knight Returns, and that ending battle they showed from segments of, man, that was beautiful.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful
and then
cinematic.
we finally get to see Wonder Woman in a clip now, and it's really all around. I know people had their doubts when the first movie was all of a sudden Cyborg and blah 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 and the date, but now people, come on, now you gotta say you're going to watch this because it just looks awesome.
Yeah, and even if you say you don't like some stuff, you're still going to watch it because it's Batman v. Yeah, and I mean this is sort of like the start for the DC Cinematic Universe, because now we see that Bruce Wayne was there during the Superman versus Zod battle, and that was cool to see, like him running into action and all that debris. So I mean, it's the start of the DCCU. I mean, there's gonna be a war between that and Civil War, and we'll just see which comes out on top.
Yeah, which is this is gonna be a great lead into Justice League, which by the way needs to have Green Arrow in it, and if it doesn't, I'm going to complain to everybody.
It could be that Stephen Amell, no?
Honestly, I wouldn't want it to be Stephen Amell. I love you, Stephen Amell, because you're probably watching this video. I know you are. He's awesome. I like him, but come on, his acting sometimes just falls flat.
Ooh, all right. So that's all the news we have for this week's guys. Definitely be a lot more next week. So this is going to be the replacement for Comic Clash. It's going to be called BAM, Bitching About Movies. Even though we didn't really bitch, like a lot of good news this week, except Marissa Tomei, in my opinion, that just sucks. But we'll just have to wait and see.
We bitched about a little stuff.
Yeah, a little bit. But if there's really bad news, you can expect a lot of bitching. So signing off, J-Man or Justin.
Or the other guy on the channel.
Yeah, and Drake. Goodbye.
See you guys later.
Geeks, Nerds, and Zombies.